Hey guys, so here's a DIY recirculation pellet reactor that I built. I saw some other people online making these, and actually some other companies were making them as well. I do believe in pellets. I believe all the claims. The problem is that I think they just strip the water too fast, and the pellets just don't know when to turn off. So I do like this idea of why not make it like a calcium reactor where you can control the input or control the output depending on what you want. So just to give you a rundown on it, it's an X-Reef MR1 had laying around. This is a Sicce Syncra 1.0 pump. It only draws 16 watts and it pushes 251 gallons an hour. I didn't have any spare pumps laying around. I bet you could put a Mag 2, a Mag 3 on there, and you'd get the same results. Those just take double the amount of power that these pumps do. And Sicce claimed that these pumps are the quietest pumps on the market, and I think they're right. I can't even hear it. I can barely hear it when I put my ear up next to it. So, yeah, very good pump, but they were kind of spendy. I got mine on Marine Depot for 70 bucks. So if you're familiar with how a calcium reactor works, this is identical. There just is no CO2 input. So the way this one works is off my manifold back here, I have a 1/4-inch vinyl tubing coming in. I'm limiting the input into this chamber here, and it's just going with the recirculation water in here. And as the water rises, it comes out the top here, and this is called effluent. And if you follow the drip back down there, that's my drip rate. So you could either do it this way where you're limiting the input, or you could limit the output like a calcium reactor. That's how I first had this set up, but I think that the MR1 Next Reef, it can't take that much pressure. So I mean, this thing's not putting out that much water really, but it was enough pressure to make this seal start leaking. So then I decided to go the other way around and limit the input. So that's how I'm getting the drip rate down there. Now, if you wanted to turn your Next Reef into this as well, the Next Reef said that they're 1/2-inch fittings up there. They're 1/2-inch tubing fittings, but the actual threads are 3/8, and 3/8 are kind of hard to find and at Lowe's and places like that. So what I have up top here is I re-tapped the center hole to 1/2-inch pipe threads, and I just put a 1/2-inch plug in there. This one is the stock 3/8 threads, just with a 1/4-inch John Guest fitting on the top for that. And then we got a ball valve here to control the tumble of the pellets. And you can see that I'm getting uniform tumble all the way around. I think that's exactly what we want. So, if you're looking for a cheap way to control your nitrates and phosphates, I think this is it, personally. So, it's pretty cheap to build. Like I said, the pump was the most expensive part, but if you have one laying around, go ahead and use that. To drill these holes in the cylinder, I used the step bit, and these are 1/2-inch uniseals. To use a 1/2-inch uniseal, you need to cut a hole that is 1.25 inches big, and I got the step bits at Harbor Freight. They came in a package of 2 for like 17 bucks. So if you had your own pump laying around, the step bit is going to be your most expensive part of this build. So any questions, just post down below, and hope you guys like it.